Hi everybody, time for 10-minute Technology Tuesday. This is part 4 of our Excel worksheet. We're trying to develop a calendar of sorts or a schedule for next year or maybe even this year. I'm going to review what we did last year and then I'm just going to add just a little bit of new things today, how to remind you how to do the undo and the redo, and then do a find and replace. And then next week we'll start with some calculations, adding up some formulas, so to speak. So a quick review of what we've done. We've learned how to enter data in just by selecting the cell and typing in it. We can delete the data by just enter or delete. We could also delete the data, and I don't think I told you about this, is to click on it and right click, and then you get a couple of the choices. Clear context would be one of the things you want to do. We've talked about the appearance and formatting of the cells. We make the cells bigger or smaller by dragging up here when we get the arrows. Same with the rows. We learned how to insert rows, or we learned how to do wrapping of the cells and the formatting. We learned how to make things bold or italics. We learned how to merge cells. See how this one's merged? We highlighted it and then clicked up here, merge cell. And now the cell is together. There we go. Wrong one. It's pushing the wrong button. It's going to be one of those days, I guess. To merge cells, you got to push the merge cell button, not just the wrap text. Merge cell button, so now we have the line in between there. Let's see, what else did we do? We did autofill, where we started doing the calendar dates and then having it anticipate what the calendar date will be. Remember, you get the cross in the corner and cross it over or highlight it, go down. We could do a series of numbers, highlight the series, and then look for that cross and drag down. So we've done those things. We did learn how to delete a row. I just did right click. Or we found out up here you can delete row or insert rows up here in the top. Today we're going to talk about the undo, and maybe I have already talked about this. It seems to be a common feature, but if I made a couple mistakes in here or things I didn't want to do, I'm going to simply click the undo button up here. And it does have a history to it, so I can undo for a very long time. Or if I went, oh no, maybe I want that back, it can redo. So I don't know if I mentioned that before in the past series. And then I also do want to remind you that you can click on the cell and right click and get a whole bunch of options that we've also talked about, different ways of using the toolbars up on the top. So once more, right click on the cells. You can get to formatting, you can get to the paste copy. If I highlight the whole row and then right click, then I could get my row height and my formatting of the whole row. If I just do one cell, I won't get the row height choice. Same with the columns. If I do the whole column, I can highlight it and get columns choices. Just one cell, it won't give me columns choices. So on with today. I want to show you about how to find information. Now, maybe your spreadsheet's not as big as what some of the business might be, but if I click up here, this is the Find and Select button. I got a couple choices up here. If I want to do Find, maybe I'm just looking for all the information that I have under Science. That means I have to spell it correctly in order to find it. Like I said, it's going to be one of those days. Did I get it right this time? Oh. Well, if you didn't already know, that's one of my downfalls is spelling. So once I get the spelling correct, I have a couple choices. I could do Find All, or I could do Find Next. Let's just see what happens when I do Find Next. See how it's highlighted right here? I'm going to do Find Next, and it highlights the next one. Let's say you couldn't find where one read aloud time was, and you could just simply do a find, Go next, next. And there you have it. Not too complicated when you have such a small spreadsheet. But I really want to show you the find and replace category. And to do that, I'm going to bring up one of my schedule, a copy of what my schedule is. And we just heard some good news that Mrs. Lemke is not going to be into 4th grade. So if I want to use the same kind of schedule next year, I'm going to replace the 4 Barris with 4 Lemke. So let me show you what that looks like. So I go to find and select up here. I choose replace. I'll type in 4 Barris. And it does have to be exactly correct. You notice I didn't have a space in between. When I first practiced this, I had a space in between and couldn't find it. So make sure it's exact. So I have find what is 4 Barris and replace with what 4 Lemke. I'll do find next. And then I can hit replace. And I'll watch up here. 4 Barris is going to change into 4 Lemke. And that went right to the next one. And I can hit replace again. So if you have your schedule set up for next year and you're going to change your reading time to science time, instead of typing it all over, this might just be a good idea for you. Or I have my days in here. Maybe it's not going to be day 1 for K-NAICS next year. Maybe it'd be day 2. You could just do find and replace. So there you have it. Don't forget the undo and redo and find and replace. Hope you're having fun with this Excel spreadsheet. Talk to you next time. We will talk about sums and some other functions that are already preset on here. Bye.